ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Nope, that's not it. That's all right.
I thought you were still mic checking. Yeah, I didn't know that was a... You just shit your pants?
Sure did.
Dog.
Welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons.
Done 108 episodes together, Doug, and you've never shit your pants on me. 108 episodes. Me and Ty have done one, and you and Chaz have done one. And I don't think there's been even one instance of...
Nah, man, you don't let me let my hair down.
Bro, I have no shame.
You feel you have to be restrained around me? What the fuck?
I have no shame.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Always. I never want to go off topic.
I'm free again now. If I want to shit my pants, I'm gonna shit.
Hey, no, that's funny. It's funny. That's what Ruby knows you as. Is at some point she heard the story that I told her about
The friend that pooped in all of the guys' toilets.
Yeah, she knows this. She's heard the story that you like hit every one of Brad's toilets in that first house that they bought, and at the even Eden's toilet. And I think that's what stuck in her head. So she's like, "Dad, who's that friend that
poops in
just
all the
poops as soon as he gets there?" Is how she described it. It was poops as soon as he gets somewhere. And I'm like, damn, that is Ty. She don't even know how accurate. But yeah, so I guess it's a little on brand for Ty.
I also, pooped in every one of the Hartford high school toilets.
That is a claim to fame.
And elementary.
That is a claim. Which, hold on. Which includes you going back after graduation
to hit
another one that you learned about later. The completionist mindset ran so deep with that.
That after I figured out there was one I didn't know about, I had to go back to get it.
What was the one?
There was one that was in a hallway, behind Mr. Lee's office. There was a little secret hallway corridor.
Oh, by the library.
No.
It was even a secret one in the office.
It was in the office.
Oh,
there was one.
The teacher's lounge.
Not in the teacher's lounge. There's a back room. Yeah, there's a secret little hallway that's got a little bathroom.
Mr. Douglas's. Yeah, when he became the dean of students, that was his little merry spot. Oh, Mr. Douglas, dude.
Shout out,
Mr.
Mr. D.
Talking about.
That man,
UFC fights.
Yeah, that's where I learned about UFC from.
Damn right.
He gave us an official rain check on our podcast. It wasn't a no.
Yep, I'll never forget the day. Matt and Dakota Bennett got into it, and Mr. Douglas had enough. So he brought gloves to school one day, and they brought him out to the little volleyball court, and he tossed them in the middle. And he goes, "All right, set up." And Dakota Bennett started freaking out. He's like, I can't. I'm not gonna do it. No. I don't know. Matt put him on as fast as he humanly could. He was ready. He was ready to die. He was ready to fight today.
Good Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saturday Morning Cartoons, the greatest podcast of all time. Next to me is the greatest co-host of all time. It is Ray McFlurry, the second. And today we have the guest of all guests. My man is here, ladies and gentlemen. I think this might be the episode to topple and officially make him the best guest of all time, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a second in-person podcast with the legend Avatar correspondent. We got Ty in this piece. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Also, there will be many more to come now. I'm moving back down here, bro, so
cue the music, baby.
We'll get more in-person podcasts. So
what a nice little New Year surprise, man. It's the beginning of the year, and it's the beginning of the Ty era. I love it, man. We are here because, first of all, it is Avatar related. You are home for the holidays. It's a good time overall to be Saturday Morning Cartoons because we are ranking benders. I know what you're thinking. Didn't y'all do all of them already? Well, it is characters, actors, celebrities, people we know that just deserve to be benders in our eyes. And we have some of the greatest Avatar correspondents with us. We got Ray, we got Ty. It's that simple. It's going to be great.
Simple.
Now, do you understand the game today, boys?
You might go over the rules for those that don't know the game because I totally know the game.
Of course,
I
know.
But you should let the audience know the game.
Right.
Well, the game today, we are naming bending characters that are not in Avatar. And it can be from live action, from movie, television. You could see some random person on the street. If you remember their name, you're like, they gave me the vibes of a metal band. If you can think of anyone and you can make a case for it, we'll accept it.
Of course.
Why did you make that sound so complicated?
Of course, that of course is the game. We knew how to play it.
That
now
was
you
word
know how to play
soup,
it.
dog. That was word soup to say like, what would Goku be as a bender? Like that's what we're doing. that's the game. Or like Charlie Day. That was really word soup, dog.
Well, no, Ty had to understand that it can be any character, live action, TV, it can be anything.
Somebody you met on the street, as long as you remember their name.
Yeah,
that was a little bit of word soup, dog. You.
No, man, this entire podcast is word soup from you, Ray.
No, man.
Come on.
You gotta rein it in, bro.
Do you guys have any people off the top of your head of who you would like to be on this list?
Jack Black.
Brad.
Ty started first. What?
Did you say Jack Black?
What?
Yeah.
What element is he bending and why?
So Jack Black. So I feel like you go two ways with Jack Black. I feel like either Firebender for Jack Black.
Ooh, yeah.
Just due to his, explosive nature, his dynamic presence.
Yeah.
Basically, you look at, his rock music, Tenacious D, all of that kind of thing. It kind of screams Firebender a little bit, but also like if you're going more like present day Jack Black, he's mellowed out a lot.
He has.
And like Kung Fu Panda, like, kind of the martial art,
He was Bowser though.
I know he was Bowser too, which, goes more in line with the Firebender, but I also could see him being like just a waterbender actually too. Like almost like a Iroh kind of
Avatar.
Yeah, almost not the Avatar.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, like Iroh.
But like
respects
Iroh, where he's like he gets a little bit of everything.
Like a surfer version of Iroh?
Yeah, not really a surfer version,
he
just
he wouldn't be like in the cold. Like he would be somewhere like off a beach, like in Hawaii or something.
He would be like one of the like band members.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
like from the Secret Tunnel episode, but like with an electric guitar and just like fire coming out of his ears or something.
I respect that.
Right. I like that,
He'd
dude.
be Iroh if he just had the ability to play every instrument.
Yeah, fair enough. I like that.
I haven't heard Iroh scat. You know what I mean? He's just shibbity bop. I've never heard no shibbity bop from Iroh.
Did you know that Iroh invented boba in Avatar?
Yes.
I love that fact. Also, I think Sokka invented the forklift in the comics.
Oh, I don't know that.
The comics are terrible for a lot of reasons, but yeah.
So you had Brad. Why do you think Brad would be a bender, and what would he be?
I don't know. I just wanted to talk about Brad.
Oh, okay.
Shout out, Brad. Because you said earlier, and I don't know if you know how much it's going to be a knife into his heart. Talking about Tyler being, this will be the definitive new best guest because of this episode.
Hey.
Brad, that's going to hit him like a knife to the heart.
Brad would like to show up and do a
So I just wanted to
podcast.
bring Brad up.
I would love for him to come by.
I just wanted to bring Brad up. So
Ty-
anyway, he
Ty
would be
came
the
down for the
bongo player for
extravaganza.
Chong's band. That's what Brad would be.
He would what? I'm so sorry.
He'd be the bongo player. That's what Brad would be.
Brad's gonna see this and he's gonna just
Well,
have,
my mind hasn't changed.
he's gonna have a can in his hand. He's just gonna squeeze all the soda out. He's
No, he's gonna hit me like that motherfucker hit Superman, dude. Next time he sees me,
he's gonna pull up in a diner, dude. Just pull up on you.
like Jethro. Jesus.
I know what you are. I
love that.
think Charlie Day, just plain and simple, he would be just an earthbender, but more importantly, he would be a swamp bender. Just
Charlie Day.
Just Charlie Day, just
Ooh.
from just his crazy Pepe Sylvia era is just like he kidnapped our leprechaun and made him drink paint. Like I can just see him being like maybe a little bit more toothless and just being in the swamp and just it'd be Charlie Day.
All right, what's the next character?
Well, let's go with 3. Ed, and Eddy.
I respect that.
I will fully defer. This show creeped me out as a kid, bro. I watched so little of it.
I have a couple. I think I have 2 or 3 trios or quadruples.
All right. So Ed,
Describe Ed.
2 Eds.
Yeah.
So let's go first Ed. Stupid Ed.
Yes.
Okay.
Really
stupid
dumb
Ed.
Ed.
Buttered toast Ed. If you
Buttered toast. So that Ed, very clearly Earthbender.
without
Okay.
a doubt.
Very, very clearly, dude, there's nothing going on upstairs,
Nope.
but that man is standing his ground no matter what.
Okay.
And literally, I think in the show he's literally eating rocks.
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Oh shit, that's
he's,
awesome.
He's like, and he's
That's
dug
awesome.
holes like underneath the houses and stuff like that. Like it's been almost superhuman like the way he's done it.
All right. Other Ed, Double D.
Double D.
Double D. Waterbender. Very like highly intelligent, very inventive, very like Sokka in that vein. I don't think like he's very calculated, knows what he's doing all the time, but never has any like tantrums or wild spats. So like wouldn't be given really to fire bending. He's very like cowardly. So like
I don't see him as an
so the
air
earth bending wouldn't stay, but like yeah, he's not really. So I think water would be his vein. And then Eddy is nothing. Eddy is just like Eddy.
Con man.
Eddy is like Momo or like Varric or something like that. He's just like in there trying to get whatever he wants at any cost necessary, but just has absolutely zero power to do it with.
I respect.
I love that.
So heavy.
I love that.
Fuck yes, dude. Speaking of trios, I have Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup on the list. Just off. Let's see.
The ones that are like literally red, blue, and green.
Yep, just pretty.
So like it tells you which one's which.
Pretty simple. It's just pretty
So
self-explanatory.
Gryffindor, Hufflepuff.
Exactly. So Bubbles, I have air actually instead of water.
Mm-hmm. Because she's ditzy, bro.
Exactly. So I have Blossom for fire and Buttercup for earth, but not just earth, metal. She is a Toph that can see. That is essentially what Buttercup is.
Okay.
I think Toph may have been teasing that I think she was like just faking it, that she was blind the whole time.
I agree with that. I think Toph was stealing some valor on some blindness, dog. I respect that.
Totally kidding, but
no, dude.
She can fucking see with the vines or whatever.
Yep.
That's crazy shit.
I also have the Ninja Turtles on the list.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles.
That's a good one.
Mikey, Raph, Leo, and Donnie. I have Raph as fire, obviously. I have Mikey as air. I have Leo as water, and I have Donnie as earth.
I don't think Donnie would be earth.
And they're the most inventive, realistically, when it comes.
Yeah,
to
Donnie's
things.
the most inventive for sure, but I don't think
because I think of the mechanic and things of that nature because they were
the mechanist.
Yeah, mechanist. Sorry, not the mechanic. My fault.
Maybe Earth Kingdom. I don't see. He doesn't have an Earthbender personality to me. Though.
Yeah.
Like stand your ground, like fight.
Like stubborn at all.
Yeah.
Who do you guys have them then? Have them as then?
Let's see. I think your other ones were kind of spot on.
Yeah,
but
those were good.
Donnie didn't make sense to me. Let's see. Donnie would be P and Dow. He's just like this master.
Oh yeah, like the Robin because he's got the bow staff.
Yeah,
he's like the non-powered one. The
he's like White Lotus or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Master hand to hand. I don't really get Earth from him.
I don't really get. For
really.
Donnie. I don't get a vibe from like any of them for him.
Yeah. You gave me such a fucking dumb trio that we have to talk about on the podcast. Not dumb in a sense
no idea
that
what
like,
you're talking about.
Oh fuck Ray, but in the sense of like dumb is like fuck. That's perfect. We have Alvin, Simon, and Theodore.
Oh, did I tell you that one?
Chipmunks last night. You were like, dude, or a couple days ago, you were like, dude, you gotta put out.
Hell yes.
And I was like, fucking perfect.
All right. The Chipmunks.
Yeah, I don't have elements on here. I want you guys to help figure out what they should be.
Alvin.
I would think fire, if anything, probably.
Yeah.
Dude is volatile as hell. He's like a Zula. He'd be. Yeah. I could see Alvin just like flailing around on the floor, like screaming when he doesn't get his way. Like
yeah. I can see that too.
What about Theodore for Earth? I can just see him being just a chubby man. I was gonna
say you're literally saying that just because he's chonky.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, there was no. I said it first. It's okay.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know.
I think you're right.
Fair enough.
I mean, like, fair enough. Like,
he's peaceful.
If you're tubby, like that's an automatic earthbender. Like, lean.
Man.
He's kind and like and peaceful enough to be an airbender, like an air nomad, maybe. Just how Theodore was, and we're gonna go based off the movies. The Squillogy, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, dude, we talked about that so much in the recaps. That like I could make a small case for him being an airbender, but I think just like you said, because of the Tubby ability,
Tubby lends you to Earthbender, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just does.
which isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? It could be worse. He could have got no powers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Simon finally.
He's the nerdy one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the nerdy one. He's always like scared though and like running away. That's kind of got some Airbender vibes a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of pussy. That's kind of airbender. I like it.
I see him as like one of the like the librarian owls.
Dude,
Okay.
Because he's a smart one that's always constantly like.
I hate Wan Shi Tong so
Oh yeah,
much.
you don't like owls.
I respect
Period.
Ray.
I don't like barn owls. It's specifically barn owls, and that's what Wan Shi Tong is.
Why don't you like owls?
It's just barn owls.
It's only barn owls for me. It's only barn owls. I was hunting one time, and apparently I got too close to one's nest that I didn't know about, and it clawed my face off. And then, like, there's this movie that has like barn owls in it that's like takes place in Alaska or something, and it's creepy as hell. And like, since I'd been attacked by owls, and then I watched that movie, I was like, I will never trust a barn owl again.
I'd known that you hate Wan Shi Tong, and it was because he was a barn owl. I never knew you got attacked by a barn owl, and that's why.
Yeah, I
didn't know the lore.
Yeah,
that's your fucking weekly Tyler lore update.
I know.
Holy shit!
Don't like barn owls.
Mauled by an
For
owl.
good reason.
Also, those talons much bigger than you think they are.
Oh, I can only imagine, dude.
Oh my god!
People are just now finding out they have knees. You know, people don't know.
Also,
God.
very hard to punch an owl.
They're just so fast, dude.
And you don't hear them coming.
They can see everything, dude. They have eyes behind their head. Oh.
Dude, they fly like silent, dude. They're winged stealth monsters. Anyways, Wan Shi Tong. Don't like him.
Ray, you also brought up Bob Belcher the other day.
Oh man, I did, didn't I?
As a firebender.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a lot of anger.
Yeah.
Got a lot of anger in him.
However,
yeah, I just got it like pushed back, like it's deep seated.
Yeah.
However, you and I were like, well, the kids obviously aren't fucking firebenders. Maybe Luis. We could make a case for Luis being a firebender, and that being because he got the most traits from his mom, logically in the in the Bob's Burgers movie, which is canon.
Yeah.
But Linda,
Bro, Gene just got dropped on his head though.
Linda, however,
poor Gene.
Earthbender.
Yeah.
It gave Tina and Gene the earth.
Very sturdy, very like
bending
confident in there.
And I'll do you one better. I think Louise will be such a wild hybrid that she can do lava.
Maybe.
Best of both worlds.
That'd be cool, dude. The Belcher family's a fun one to think about.
Yeah, and Teddy is just fire. Strictly only because that one scene you and I talked about the other day where it's like, let me pay my bill. I want to pay my bill.
Teddy's great.
Pervert.
Oh my god. You watch a lot of Bob's Burgers?
I've seen some. I've seen the first few seasons. Yeah,
first few seasons. We watched a lot of it for the holiday episodes. He's so good. What's next? What other ones do we have on the list?
Ty, do you have one?
Not off the top of my head right now. You go.
Pete Wheeler, Earth Avatar.
No, from your backyard baseball.
Yep.
God dang. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yes, he's just a dumb man, just an earthbender.
He's the goat.
And eventually becomes the Avatar. But he's just like, what? You know?
Oh, I've got one.
Okay.
What do you think The Rock would be?
He would be an earthbender, of course, but he would be in a traveling sideshow, like pretending to be the Avatar or something, because he's such the main character that he would feel like.
And then he like gives that look into the camera, and then like maybe he paints, like he pretends to be Aang and paints an arrow on his head.
There we go.
Like,
yeah, I like
see
that.
him being the boulder.
The boulder, of course.
And that's it. He only gets one line, and he just fucks off for the rest of it.
Oh shit. What about like, let's go Dragon Ball Z. What about like Piccolo? What would Piccolo's bending be?
Piccolo would definitely be an earthbender.
Earthbender.
Piccolo would 100% be an earthbender.
Yeah, his
like,
training of Gohan was a little
just very
Little
harsh, very sturdy, very like this is the only way to do things.
That's
this is
right.
like just
grow
like,
up. We got to go through it.
Yeah, it like he's just I can't see an argument for anything other than Earthbender for Piccolo.
Good. I like that.
Plus he's green.
Exactly.
Plus he's great.
Ooh, okay. All right. Speaking of colored characters, Red
Hey.
M&M.
Whoa,
God
bro!
damn.
Not
Don't
that
fucking
kind of
cut it like that, then.
podcast.
Don't cut it like that, then, right? Speaking of colored characters like Piccolo, the Red M&M, fire. That was the only.
The Red M&M.
That was the only. Like that's
from the commercial.
yeah. It's just Red M&M. He's gotten angry in certain commercials over the years. Just Red M&M. That's it.
What
I didn't
about
have
that brown one though?
I kind of love that.
Just immediate. That was just the only M&M I had on
love
here.
that.
It was just Red M&M fire. He gets angry sometimes at the yellow one, who's kind of dumb, and he just gets aggravated easily.
Yeah,
They essentially made Inside Out. The anger character was just the Red M&M. They just put a fucking suit on him.
That's fair.
They just made him the size of Danny DeVito. That was it. Dale Denton from the Pineapple Express series. Ray pointed out that he is obviously an Earthbender because he's smoking that ganja.
He's an Earthbender, and he's tubby.
Oh, that's also right.
He's
Seth
Earthbender.
Rogen, and that is Tubby.
I feel like the hardest one to actually make like arguments for is like trying to figure out like who would be like waterbenders. I feel like waterbend because like airbender is like you're kind of like more evasive, more trying to get away from things, stay out of that, but just kind of like go with the flow, but stay out of the don't make any waves. But earth, in firebenders, more you're angry or very, structured planning, types, stuff like that. Earthbender's just stubborn, but like freaking like what are really the characteristics of a waterbender other than like
Evasiveness
They're
is
like,
only like
really honorable,
cunning.
yeah,
like,
like honor,
loyal
and,
to their culture,
and like
like it's real.
So it's like almost like you've pretty much like got to be like very attached to like a culture or which like especially like if we're looking at American celebrities and stuff like that, that's not necessarily as big of a thing because obviously our celebrities have been whitewashed for a lot of years, and so
yeah, I think like waterbending type characters like maybe Blue Beetle from the Blue Beetle movie. He has like waterbending because he's Hispanic and shit, of course, so it's a little different culturally.
Yeah.
But
he's very family oriented.
Yeah, and the way he uses his powers, or the way he uses his powers, he uses them so fluidly. I feel like because just the way the suit works, like the way the scarab works, like he just imagines the weapon and it just happens or whatever. It's so fluid. I feel like it's a little waterbender-esque the way he fights and stuff.
Shark Boy
From
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
There we go. Frozone.
There it is.
Frozone. That's
Also
a good one.
ice. But just another one you that came to my mind. You talked about like elusiveness and trying to evade and the staying dedicated to your cause. Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then Ben Kenobi, because Ben Kenobi was able to essentially just hide for decades for everything.
Plus, blue lightsaber.
Oh, nice. No, I didn't even think about the color scheme off that one.
thought.
Nice. But just his ability to be the teacher, him understanding the cunningness and the delicacy of the Force and lightsaber battle. Like he created his own stance and form that they used. So I would put Obi-Wan Kenobi as probably like a waterbender. I actually don't have a lot of water.
Oh, bro, what's the villain from the first Black Panther movie?
Oh, Killmonger.
Yeah, Killmonger's a waterbender.
I respect that.
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger. I respect that. That's a solid one. Let me see.
What about like let's go back to Dragon Ball Z. Master Roshi. Like it's real easy to call him an airbender, but he's also an ass whipper. Like he whips ass. He's very strong. He's not so passive. He's passive until he needs to be, and then he shows out.
Kind of like Uncle Iroh to an extent, where he's like
somewhat.
He's a legendary fighter, but now he's just very like I want to teach humility and teach I want to leave me alone.
Teach the next generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Type shit.
Something like that.
Yeah. I like him as a waterbender more than a airbender. I think Roshi would be waterbender-esque, especially because his like the turtle.
Well, like teaching
Turtle's
and like
his pet.
teaching like teaching like that culture, that martial art.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
he has the whole
dedication
turtle
to that.
hermit way and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it is. That is very water.
And where do turtles go? In the water,
In
bro.
the water.
dude.
Literally. I brought up Mater the other day to Ray, and I was like, "Oh, he's a metal bender," and Ray was like, "What? You're so fucking wrong." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Rust bending."
He's
like,
a rust
"No."
bender,
And I was
dog.
like, "Oh," because his car's
Fucking
franchise. He's a rust bender.
Duh.
Yep.
Yeah, rust bender.
He's not an oil bender. You know
Wouldn't he be a combustion bender?
No, we'll still leave that to Sparky Boom Man.
Because, well, bro,
Right.
the gasoline engine, bro. How do they run? You know.
Oh, no, you're right. He's just a freak of nature. How does he even exist in Avatar?
No, dude.
They would kill him with hammers, dude, if he existed.
But speaking of Sparky Boom Man, Omni Man, he wouldn't be anything other than just a guy out of nowhere just inflicting fear and just fucking destroying people with that one eye. Just the
You know Invincible?
Oh, no.
You don't know him, yeah. Yeah, fire. I think he's pretty easily firebender. Pretty easily firebender.
Oh, Brian O'Connor from the Fast and Furious franchise, R.I.P. Paul Walker.
You big Fast and Furious fan?
Bro, I don't know near as much movie stuff as you guys do. I'm
Let's
pretty
stick to
much
cartoons,
my the extent of knowledge of movies for me pretty much goes like Avatar, One Piece.
Oh, that's perfect. Let's go down One Piece, dude.
Oh, One Piece.
Oh,
Yeah,
Luffy.
just go down the list. What are
okay.
their bending?
Let's see. Luffy would be an airbender,
Right.
and that's just because, like, dude, you don't know what man's gonna do.
He's a little nuts. He's odd
It's a little chaotic. He doesn't normally fight though, unless he's kind of got to. I think Nami would be a waterbender. She's kind of elusive, like as far as airbenders go, but like as far as like navigation and like dedication to like what she's doing and like that craft. Let's see, Chopper, bro. Chopper is just like a
Is that the little
dork.
creature?
Yeah, he's the little reindeer.
Oh, okay.
They always call him.
Reindeer?
Yeah, everybody
that
thinks
what it
he's a
is?
raccoon, but he's
What?
a reindeer.
I wouldn't have guessed reindeer.
Yeah, he ate the human fruit. So,
Gosh dang, it's high.
I don't know what that means, but
bro, it's
I'm
their
down.
devil fruit. See, like
I know what the
man,
devil
yeah,
fruits
yeah,
are.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Chopper though, Chopper, I think he'd just be a pussy. He just runs away from everything. It's not even an airbender, dude. He's just like,
He'd be the Momo of the group.
yeah. I don't know how to explain him, bro. Usopp, he's Varric. Like if there's anybody
okay,
that's
okay.
Varric, dude,
He's
he just
Varric.
invents things that actually don't even work. They just look intimidating sometimes, and
That's incredible.
just to scare people off.
He just Marvel's Mysterio. Essentially.
Sanji,
That's great.
absolute firebender,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
like gets ticked off.
Mhm.
Literally
Short-
has fire in his character. Like he literally like puts his leg on fire because he ends up being like half robot. You figure that out later in the show, but spoiler alert.
You ruined everything for me.
I know. But and then
Well,
like,
one time, I want to speak on that.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ruined a movie for me one time in college, and I've never forgotten it, man. You ruined the movie Frozen for me in college. You watched it, I think with Shane, maybe.
The fuck did he ruin? Hey
And
man,
then-
just so you know,
listen.
the snowman talks.
Dog.
Who said-
I walked in the room, and Ty goes, "Just watch Frozen, bro." I was like, "Oh yeah, how was it?" You said, "Has the craziest twist at the end. You'll never see it coming." And you told, then it was just that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it had been out, I think one day. Like y'all watched. Shane found an illegal stream or something of it. I want to say, I don't know what the deal was. It was like you just said. I'll never forget it because you're just like craziest twist at the end, which is just the most insane thing anyone has ever said about a movie. Just like he was like the craziest twist is at the end. Like he doesn't love her. Like he hates Anna or whatever. He turns on Anna. I can't even remember how Frozen ends. But you just told me the ending of Frozen, and I was like, I don't know. I'm having a hard time articulating why it was so absurd. But I was just like, how was it,
dude,
you told me the ending.
I know. I'm sorry, because dude, I ruin movies for so many
Well, I mean,
people,
it was
and it's not.
Frozen, I
And
don't
it's not.
care, but-
Well, like the thing is, I'll ruin movies that I'm watching in the middle of it, and I'm just like, you've seen the pattern so many times.
Oh, you connect
right?
the dots.
Where it's
already.
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
okay. Well, it's like my mom freaking Hallmark movies, right? It's like, okay, that guy meets this girl, big city guy, leaves his big city girlfriend, comes to find the girl that's working at his local diner. Oh no, they've gotten together now. Oh no, then they're gonna have a big fight, but they'll work it out and end up together at the end of the movie.
Yeah, it was just a misunderstanding.
Just a misunderstanding, dude.
Brad did that. We were in an Airbnb in Montana watching Avatar. Brad was for the first time.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He just first time he saw Iroh and Zuko, he just knew their character arc. He was like, oh yeah, they're gonna do this, 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 and this.
And we were just sitting there looking at each other like,
yeah, I was like playing on my phone, pretending I didn't hear him because I was just like, fuck you. How do you just know?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's the Avatar.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he's too main character to be anything but the Avatar, dude.
James Gunn. The Avatar. He's creating universes, Ray.
You're right.
He's actually the
What's
lion
above
turtle.
the Avatar?
Giant
yeah,
lion
he's
turtle.
the lion turtle.
Giant lion turtle. Let's see. Tommy Pickles from Rugrats.
Tommy Pickles.
Airbender. He's already bald.
Hell no, he tried to kill his brother in that movie, dude. He's got that bloodlust in him.
Yeah, dude, he's got that, dude.
I can't call him an
Bloodbender.
airbender.
He's a bloodbender.
Oh, dude, it was raining too.
Yeah, it was raining. He's a
Bloodbender.
bloodbender, bro.
Oh,
He's a bloodbender.
no. That's kind of fucked up. Tommy Pickles is a bloodbender, dude. Oh.
Gosh dang it.
Gosh dang. Shadow. The Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Fire. Lightning.
Fucking, that's the dark Avatar, man. That's
Alright.
fucking Batu or whatever.
Yeah, Vaught.
You gave me Beetlejuice the other day, and we never figured out an element.
Beetlejuice.
What?
I've never watched Beetlejuice.
Save your time. It's fine.
It's pretty good. If you like
fine.
Michael Keaton, you like it.
Yeah. That's about it. I don't really have anything for him. I give him a bloodbender just because he's a demon. Just logically.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Jeff Winger from Community.
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
Firebender. Master Manipulator.
Master Manipulator.
Yeah, Master Manipulator.
Okay.
Sure.
What do y'all think?
I mean, that makes sense.
That's the
Like
only argument I have.
The
for him.
strategery.
Yeah. I can see him being a general. Being like
General, though. Kavira, right? Fascist,
Yeah,
manipulator.
right.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
he's Hitler.
He could be.
Peter Parker.
Which one?
Perfect. I'm so glad you asked that. Give me your ranking. Give me your rankings on the Spider-Man #1, but also tell me what elements would be each Peter Parker from the movies.
All right, so if we're going Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker.
Bully Maguire.
Yeah, if we're going Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker, I think that would be probably Airbender, I would think.
Okay.
If we're going Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker, I think that's much different then. I think you're looking at either a firebender or an earthbender there.
Yeah, I think more fire.
And what about Tom?
If you are going Tom, I think Tom would be waterbender actually. Like
Yeah.
very
Kind of the
like
balance.
cool, very
He's the
fluid, like the balance
Yeah,
of like the best parts of both Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
I respect
Because
that.
I think Tom Holland's the best movie actor for both Peter and Spider-Man that we've seen.
I respect that.
That's kind of a good way to describe
Toby wasn't
him,
the
yeah.
best Peter, but he was a damn good Spider-Man. Or I'm sorry, he was a good Peter Parker, wasn't the best Spider-Man. Andrew was way too handsome to be Peter Parker.
Great Spider-Man,
But great.
awful Peter Parker.
Some would say amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tom got the best of both of those,
Yeah.
and somehow he's still not as good as either
Yeah.
of them.
Without,
Get the best of both of them,
Yeah, he's
and
the
it's a
be-
better adaptation,
yeah.
and it's not as good.
he's
as
not
either
as
one
good
of
as either of them in their role.
good.
Yeah,
If that makes sense, you know.
Yes, dude, he's the best of both Peter Parker and Spider-Man, but he's not as good as Tom or as Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man or as Peter Parker, Tobey
Yeah,
Maguire's Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
I respect that heavily.
What were you saying? Did you point to the
Drax.
camera?
What?
I thought you pointed at the camera.
No. No. Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. Earthbender. He's a strong man. He's very stubborn.
He's so literal. Yeah, he has to be an
He's very
earthbender.
stubborn. Shaggy. Avatar. Earth nomad with a spiritual Scooby-Doo.
God.
Yeah, Scooby would be his fucking companion.
Yeah.
His animal companion.
Exactly.
I like that.
Calvin Mother freaking Johnson. The Avatar. Just
The football player?
The football player. Megatron, the one and only.
Megatron?
The Avatar.
Oh yeah, Calvin Johnson. I'm down with that.
Yeah, dude. It's like, it's just
Jeez.
gotta respect it. Let's see.
Oh my gosh. This is getting out of hand.
Let me think.
We're getting out of hand.
Let me think. Oh, Dante Bosco. Firebender. Yes, strictly.
Firebender.
Yeah, it's strictly.
Fucking, yeah.
You know why. Do you guys have any off the top of your head?
I think Brad would probably play the bongos in Chong's band.
I respect that.
And marry the Avatar because he's so charming. And good at the bongos. But
I respect that. Ray, I see you as an air nomad, to be honest with you.
I wish, dude. I wish I had that vibe about me.
Ty, you give off more of an Uncle Iroh, like Firebender style, where you're just like, don't
the biggest compliment anyone could ever pay anyone.
Don't make me snap, but also because I'm like, I'm that man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I respect that, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm just an earthbender, so I can just grow a little bit cheaper. That's about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this bending episode with Doug, Ray, and our best guest ever, Ty, indeed. Boys, Happy New Year. So glad we got to ring in 2025 the right way. Ty, is there anything you have to say before we skedoodle?
Yeah, what do you have to say for yourself? Let's put you on the spot.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
End credits? But I don't want it to end!